Welcome to From Success Principles to Properties. My name is Mike DelPrete, Executive Director of the Arizona Real Estate Investors Association. And today we are talking about Jack Canfield's book, The Success Principles. This book has changed my life. It's changed the way I think, changed my behaviors, changed the way I act. When I didn't have a lot of those skills or the right point of view or the right way of looking at things to be successful in real estate or in business, I had to lean on books like this book, The Success Principles by Jack Canfield. Um, I owe a lot of credit to this book, and my goal here is to share this book with you by reading from the book, sharing examples from his 64 principles in this book, along with sharing my personal experiences and real estate investing experiences based on the specific principle. So hopefully you can learn how to invest in real estate, have the right mindset going into this business, dodge a couple bullets, dodge some mistakes, learn from some wins and some successes I had as well. So you can ultimately be more successful and gain some traction or momentum in your business. So that is why I'm doing it. My name is Mike DelPrete, Executive Director of the Arizona Real Estate Investors Association. We've been representing real estate investors throughout the state of Arizona for 21 years now. So head over to AZREIA.org. We're on all social media platforms, all podcast platforms. We got a lot of real estate investing information for you to digest. If you go into our description, we also have a library of ebooks you can download for free and just kind of check them out, see what you think. So for today, the episode is keep score for success, right? So the last episode, I had a little bit of feedback and a little bit of issues on the sound. So besides that, I'm going to double check on my end. I also want to say the 64 principles, they build on top of each other. So I highly recommend going back and reviewing, starting at episode 1, and one day at a time, whatever it is, just watch one at a time and take those lessons, apply them, try them. Watch the next one, try, apply them, try them, keep going, right? So so you can get caught up here. We're in episode 20, going to 64. I do this every day. So let's go. Let's get started. Let's just talk about the success principles, right? So keep score for success. You have to measure what you want more of, right? That's a great quote. He always has a lot of great quotes that I like to share from here. And I'm going to read a little bit from the book, just kind of give some baseline to this chapter. Remember when you're growing up and your mom and dad measured you every few months to keep track of your height on a wall or somewhere in the kitchen? It was something visible that you knew where you stood in relation to the past and your future goal, which it was usually to be as tall as your mom or dad. It let you know where you're making progress. It encouraged you to eat right, drink better, just be healthier, right? Successful people keep the same kind of measurements. They keep score of exciting progress, positive behavior, financial gain, anything they want more of. So keeping score stimulates us to create more positive outcomes. We're keeping track of it. It actually reinforces the behavior that created these outcomes in the first place. Your natural thought may be, is how can we always improve the score? So if you were to keep score on 5 things that you would advance your personal and professional objectives the most, imagine how motivated you would be each time the number improved in your favor. So right, in business, right, we might call these key point indicators, KPIs, right? So in real estate investing, depending on what you're doing, there's so many different type of KPIs. Like in marketing, there's, you might do direct mail, like how many mailers are you sending out? How much callbacks, how much responses are you getting? Same thing with cold calling. How many calls are you making? How good is the list? How many people actually answered? How many numbers were bad? How many applications did you take from the people you spoke to, right? How many of those applications turned into appointments or contracts, and how many of those contracts actually sold, and how many, you get what I'm saying? So there's all these things in real estate, and that's just more on the front end marketing. Um, but they're in all business, right? Even in personal life, right? How many steps? They say do 10,000 steps a day. How many calories, right? So how many calories did you eat? So there's all this different types of tracking that we do in life, right? So measure what you want, not what you don't want. So we learn earlier in life that it's valuable to count what's valuable to count what's valuable. We count the number of times we skip rope, jumping jacks, all these different games he's talking about, how many hits we got in baseball, how many shots you made in basketball. We keep score mostly of what is good because that is what we want more of. Mike Walsh, a high performer international educator, wanted to increase his bottom line. He started keeping track not just of the numbers of enrollments his company was getting, but also how many cold calls employees were making, how many face to face appointments, how many of those appointments turned into enrollments. I guess I kind of went over that. As a result of this scorekeeping, Mike saw a 39% increase in revenue in 6 months. Um, so not just for business owners, it's not just for business owners anymore. He says um, he has a lot of great stories in here that he talks about to kind of drive home the point. He kind of just goes over a story of a kid that would go to basketball practice, and they had all the kids track, the parents track the kids' points, rebounds, assists, steals, blocks to show, so they can as a family afterwards talk about what they've done and show how they contributed to the basketball team. Um, so that was just one example he's talking about keeping score at home. Of course, scorekeeping isn't just for business or sports or school. It can be applied to your personal life too. Um, there was a CEO of Sun Microsystems said it's great to know how to recharge your batteries, but it's even more important to know or more important to make sure that you actually do it. I track how many times I get home in time for dinner with my family. My assistant reports the exact number of times each month. I have kids ages 7 to 11. Spending time with them is important and it keeps me going. So he's always trying to get more time spent with his family on a monthly basis. So he tracks that. How many of us really track that, right? So if you sometimes I'm just you start to realize like wow, time flies, or um, like even hey, even going to see my parents, right? Like they're live right down the street, but you get caught up in life, and you're like, wow, I didn't even go over this week. I didn't even do anything this week. You know what I mean? And to you, you're so busy in business and real estate, chasing your goals and dreams. It's easy just to be like, wow, one call, right? Like, so very important. Um, so start keeping score. So start keeping score in your business, in your personal life is what this chapter is about. It's a really short one. Yesterday, we were talking about what was the exact topic? Commit to constant, never-ending improvement. So you're always trying. We talked about improving and asking the right questions and make sure you're always improving. So now that you're actually going through the first 19 episodes, from vision to goal to writing down your goals to coming up with a plan to getting the right people around you to making asking the right questions to acting as if to leaning into it to bypassing fear. Now you're committed to always becoming better. Now that you're actually applying what you've always wanted to do, and now you got to keep track to make sure you are actually doing it right and hold yourself accountable. That you're actually going towards your goal. Because I know, and I probably broke this down yesterday, one of the highest income generating activities you could do in real estate investing is analyzing deals and writing offers. And over time, history shows that 100 100 offers to people that want to sell their house will get you one really good deal. So, and that could vary in different markets and different marketing strategies, but just to keep it general. So, what are you doing, right? What are you doing? Did you write enough? If you want to do one deal a month, you got to go write 100 offers. Did you write? So, if you have 30 days, um, let me get out the calculator here before I. If you have 30 days, 100 divided by 30, you got to write 3.3 offers a day. Did you do that today? So if you didn't do that, you're not going to have a deal this month. So if you're counting on that deal to pay your mortgage, your bills, whatever it is, there's a good chance it could happen. There's a good chance it's not, right? Um, so what are you doing today? If it's door knocking, are you knocking on doors? Is it cold calling? Did you call enough people today? What is it, right? So very important to think about. Start keeping score. Decide where you need to score, where you need to keep score in order to manifest your vision and achieve your goals. Make sure to keep score in all areas of life: financial, professional, school, recreation, and fun, health, fitness, family, relationships, projects, contribution. Post your scores where you and others playing the game can easily see. Life is a game, it's a good game, but you got to keep track, right? So, because if you know, you can forecast what it takes to achieve certain goals, whether it's losing weight or closing deals, there's metrics behind it. And if you're not touching those metrics on a daily basis, you got to catch up. Otherwise, you're what you're doing is you're drifting. You're just going to be drifting, and you're going to time's going to fly and say, "Hey, I've been investing and trying to invest for 2 3 months. And nothing's happening. I'm not getting any deals. No one wants to sell their house. There's too much competition." You start justifying all these excuses as to why it's not working. Well, if you just guarantee it, if you just look at what you've done the last week, last day, last month, did those actions lead up to that goal? Most likely not. If you didn't do them. And if you did do them, you'd be very close, or you'd see what's going on and you know what to fix to get back on track, right? So you're going to be off track more than on track, which we talked about in a couple episodes earlier as well. So keep track, right? Hold yourself accountable. Get a partner or someone that's on the same level as you, trying to go for the same goal. Keep each other accountable. Set those KPIs, set those scorecards, and hold each other accountable, and celebrate when you hit the number, right? So that's what I got today. Mike DelPrete, Arizona Real Estate Investors Association. Go to AZREIA.org. Check us out if you're in Phoenix, Tucson. Look at our calendar, see what kind of events we have. We have about 15 to 17 events a month. Our main event coming up January 8th at Venue 8600 in Scottsdale is going to be sold out last year, so limited seating. We do wholesale January where this month or coming up we have an expert wholesale panel. So we have heavy hitters in the wholesale industry. They'll be there to talk about what they're experiencing in today's market. We're calling it a panel of professional wholesalers. They're going to show us how to make money and cash in on the slower market, right? So we have Brent Daniels, Novation King, Steve Tring, Ramon Martinez. So we're covering it all. So January 8th, make sure to get your ticket. Guests are $20. If you're a member, you know what to do there. So that's what I got for today. Go back, listen to all 20 episodes, start building that foundation in your life to build off of, to get what you want in life based on this book. And I will be back tomorrow to talk about practice persistence, right? Oh, that's going to be going. Oh, I already see some quotes on this one. All right. So